Hello there, my beautiful Pisces, and welcome. This is your weekend / Pisces lunar eclipse reading. Pisces, we have a lunar eclipse in your sign this weekend of September 7th. So keep in mind that time is fluid. This is your channel. We're going to start this reading off with a number to see what number this weekend and this lunar eclipse in Pisces is highlighting for you. So Pisces, your number is 24 with I am generous. You have a heart of gold and are very skilled at maintaining balanced, stable relationships. You are loyal to your loved ones and are able to be the nurturer, protector, and provider all at once. All right, Pisces, with number 24. Some of you may have been born on the 24th. It doesn't have to be. It's just the energy. But pay attention to this number and or where you see it this weekend. It is going to bring you some signs and synchronicities in messages. What I'm hearing with this card is to keep your heart open. So if something may have occurred or something may have been making you feel a little bit off or a little bit down, the universe is in a position of saying continuously keep your heart open because you are very skilled at maintaining a balanced sense of heart. And, you know, sometimes when things happen or maybe something doesn't go exactly how you expected it to be, there is a sense of fear or a shutdown of the heart. I feel like this energy is reminding you to keep your heart open despite your circumstances. Let's see what else you got going on here. We have Moon in Leo with heroism, with let your inner hero out. All right, so you have I am generous with heroism. Some of you have a Moon in Leo. It doesn't have to be. It's just the energy. But it looks like this lunar eclipse in Pisces is creating a self-savior energy where you're not sacrificing yourself. You are actually saving yourself, which is a really nice energy to see because Pisces does have a little bit of a stereotypical and or relationship dynamics where you do give your all and possibly lose yourself in others or relationships. There's a really strong sense here where you are getting a burst of energy and saving yourself, being there for you, being your own hero, as well as with this type of combination, somebody may need you. Somebody may want your advice or feel like they need your assistance or feel like only Pisces can help me with this right now. So pay attention. You may definitely be needed by people around this time. Your unicorn is soul purpose. So act on your soul purpose today. Wow, very strongly in alignment because when we do have eclipse season, we have eclipses and where the north and south node are. So you are getting this lunar eclipse in Pisces and the north node is in Pisces. And the North Node in Pisces is going to ask you to figure out your soul's purpose and what you feel the need to do. It doesn't need to be labeled. It doesn't need to be set in stone, but it needs to be acted upon. So your soul's purpose could be moving in through a healing position as well around this time. And you have the feather. This is a calling card from the unicorns that they are near you. So pay attention to feather symbolisms. This is symbolism. This is card number 8. This is an indication that your spirit team, your passed on loved ones are here. They're around you. They're trying to help you. They're trying to help you find your purpose, help you live out your energy, and give to not only just yourself, but other people in general. Because I feel a sense of you being needed around this time for whatever way, shape, or form. But I also do feel like there's a large sense of you being there for yourself and stabilizing yourself in new ways that may make you feel a lot more secure and less emotionally hectic. You know, a lot of the times when people hear the word eclipse or they hear eclipse season, there is a sense of fear that is instilled in that energy. But personally, you don't fear astrological events, you know? Before you even knew astrology or astrology was more mainstream, you were just living life, right? So do not fear eclipses, because I almost feel like for some of you, you may actually be feeling pretty stable in this moment, and it may be surprising to you because society puts that pressure on, oh, eclipse seasons, don't do this, don't do that, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. Some of you may actually be feeling a lot better than you thought you would feel in this moment. And that's that heroism energy. You're here to save yourself. No one else is going to save you but you. And your mermaid with you is magic. Beautiful. So you have a blessing and an extraordinary moment for you, either with this eclipse or in this weekend in general. There is a magic ball being given to this mermaid by a wizard. So you are also receiving magic and wisdom. Wisdom is priceless. You cannot buy it. You must learn it. You must experience it. So I feel like for a lot of you, you may be coming into new wisdom, and that could feel magical, as well as this mermaid indicates to get ready to experience something extraordinary, and you have waiting. So there is a sense of you moving forward in a position, but also feeling like you may be in some type of waiting process, waiting for a job, waiting for career, waiting for more success, waiting for a relationship, waiting for something about yourself. Let's get you 3 mermaids here because they are in the fellow energy of water, and you have acceptance. Okay, so I feel like some of you, a part of your wisdom that's coming in could also be you accepting to have more patience around this time and just doing things for yourself, doing things for Pisces. What makes Pisces happy? What makes Pisces feel good? What makes Pisces feel in the energy of stability? So if you were a very impatient individual, you may be stepping into having more patience around this time. And your Moonology card is adjustments are required with third quarter moon. Yes. So the fact that you're receiving the third quarter moon, I really do feel like the universe is giving you this really large sense of Pisces. You are in the position of saving yourself. And you may feel a lot more in alignment with yourself because you may have also gone through processes in the past where you always looked for another energy to help you, another energy to save you. And it's like you're learning how to do that. And that could be the adjustment that is being required out of you right now, to be less impatient and more acceptance of the flow. So let's see what your astrology theme cards are before we get your tarot theme cards. Here, Pisces, you have the 6th house with routine. So the 6th house is actually ruled by Virgo. We are in Virgo season right now. They are also your sister sign. They are also the other sign that is involved with eclipse season. So there is something about you being more generous to your routine, possibly taking more care of yourself opposed to putting that effort into others. There could also be a shift in your routine. We have the 3rd house with messages, so pay attention to any type of messages you receive around this time. Social media, phone calls, texts, emails. And we have the Sun with Spirit. Woo! This is a nice card to get right underneath the Magic Mermaid. So I feel like there could be a really large sense of you feeling way more in alignment with yourself and your routine. I feel like for some of you as well, you may be in the position of wanting to tweak your routine a bit. You may actually be sending out specific messages like, hey, friends and family or love, I am going to be doing this on Thursdays now, so I will no longer be able to do this with you guys. Or can we make this day our day of getting together? So something could be shifting in the routine at the moment here. But you have the Sun card. So this is a really strong indication of some type of positive movement for you. Because keep in mind, the moon isn't only the energy involved in eclipses. The Sun is also involved. So you do have that coming through for you. So I feel like there is a sense of breakthrough. There is a really large breakthrough here for you. Specifically in your routine, the way you communicate, the way you save your own energy, as well as I feel like you're getting a blessing of patience. And impatience is hard to deal with because it brings about anxiety and nervousness. So the blessing of patience is definitely here. Let's see what your tarot theme cards are. We have Manifest with the Magician. So you are manifesting a new routine for yourself. You know, Pisces, you're a mutable sign. Some of you feel like you're bored. Some of you feel like you need more stimulation. Some of you feel like you may need more rest, right? You're also dual. Mutable signs have duality. So either you're manifesting a more productive routine for yourself, or you're manifesting a routine where you have more free time to rest. Possibly even you're manifesting a routine where you can handle doing both. You also have open up with the Four of Pentacles. So some of you may be feeling in a slight shutdown moment, or you may be kind of focusing on your finances in this moment. You may be like counting what you have or looking at your bank account and stuff like that. Some of you are in a position of wanting to save money in this moment, or that could be something that you're expressing to people like, hey, look, I don't want to do things that require me to spend a lot of money. I'm in a process right now of saving. Let's do things that are not that expensive per se. And we have Observe with the Hanged Man. Okay, so this is your card, Pisces. So you are in a high observation mode, which I'm not surprised you receiving the Hanged Man because you do have waiting. So the Hanged Man is slightly in a stuck position. There is something that is going to happen for you in a breakthrough that's also going to give you an epiphany moment. Not only just about your circumstances and relationships in life, but also about yourself. So it looks like you're a little bit stuck and opening up to something or someone, or like spending more money in whatever way, shape, or form. Let's clarify this. You know what I'm receiving too is like download. Some of you may actually be like, for example, this is just an example. This doesn't have to be you, but just understand the energy of the metaphor. Some of you may be in a position of, well, always spending money on ordering out, going out to dinner, things like that. And you may start to make it a part of your routine in the beginning of the week to go food shopping and like meal prep for the week. And then in turn, that changes your routine, but it also helps you save money. Like that's the type of vibration of the energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be that, but I'm just giving you an example. On the Magician, we have the Seven of Swords. So I feel like for a lot of you, your new manifestation of routine is going to help you remove things that were bad habits, that were not necessarily serving you, not necessarily making you feel uplifted or happy, just kind of keeping you in a stuck mode. So this eclipse could be revealing to you some self-sabotaging ways or some type of reveal of truth of others, things like that. Let's see. On the Four of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, so I feel like you're slightly pulled back in taking a lot of action in this moment. You may be taking minimal action. Some of you don't really want to be seen at the moment. And on the Hanged Man, we have the King of Swords. All right. Well, you're figuring something out. And this is what I mean. Wisdom is priceless. Wisdom is power. And it's underneath that position of that magic mermaid. So I feel like there's going to be something that really helps you separate yourself from your emotions, separate yourself from self-sabotaging habits and or people. Because I don't necessarily feel like there's a reveal. I mean, possibly you might feel like there's been somebody around you that has been just beating around the bush, not telling the full truth. But you may also get a reveal of somebody else's self-sabotaging ways towards themselves, not necessarily fully towards you. And that may be something that helps you separate your thoughts and emotions as well, where you separate the energy of saying, well, it's not about me, it's about their own self-sabotaging ways to themselves. There is like a self-reflection here that you're either doing or seeing in another person. Your advice is the Nine of Swords. So your advice is to get out of your head and try your best to stop overthinking, because you may be in like a thought spiral of something where you're just thinking of all different ways, all different solutions, all different ways things could go wrong. And your outcome is the Empress. Beautiful. Abundance, focusing on yourself, nurturing yourself, as well as sitting in a position of evolution and growth. So that's a really nice energy to receive. I feel like you are definitely transitioning in evolution, as well as receiving a stroke of magic that is helping you unstick or helping a blockage be removed out of your life. I feel like that's what you have manifested. You manifested some blocks to be removed that you may not even realize were blocks in your routine or in your energy. On the King of Swords, we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so definitely some type of messages coming in, collaboration opportunities, financial opportunities. There could be somebody that wants to talk to you or wants to have a talk with you in the future here. I do say in the future because the Hanged Man is a stuck energy, so it takes a little bit of time. So I feel like within the next couple days to a week, there could be some importance about like messages or communication, but it looks like you're communicating from a more detached state of being. It's like you're not communicating from an overwhelming emotional position. And I feel like that could be exactly what you're adjusting. Learning and coming into the vibration of communicating on a level of stability. Because it does look like there is somebody that is in the position of wanting to compromise more with you or work something out with you. But it looks like there could be like a timing thing with it. And I say that because the Hanged Man is here. The Hanged Man is not a fast-moving energy. Connected to the King of Swords, yes, there's clarity, but the Three of Pentacles is a pentacle energy. Also not a fast-moving energy. So I feel like there's a lot of things being revealed to you about yourself and others with this eclipse you are having this weekend. And I feel like what's also being revealed is other ways for you to be there for yourself and your mentality. Nine of Swords as your advice to Judgment. Yeah. So no more overthinking about the past or spiraling about things that have happened that you do not have control over. So your advice is to disassociate and detach and try your best to get out of your mind and the thought spiral of things you cannot control. And your outcome with the Empress, with the Eight of Cups. Beautiful. So the Page of Pentacles. All right, so it looks like there is some type of evolution, some type of growth and abundance coming in for you around this time. It looks like you're really getting over some things. And I feel like that's the adjustment that you're doing. You're getting over things that held you back, that caused issues. And it looks like it's an emotional type of thing as well as a mental thing. And you have the Page of Pentacles here. So it looks like you're walking towards luck. You're walking towards more money. Some of you may also have been in a funk, you know. And that may, you know, when your energy is stuck, everything else gets energetically stuck as well. So if your energy has been stuck and you're like, wow, like I don't feel good and my money isn't even good either. Like how is anything going to get better? Work on that internal vibe first and you'll see the other energies of your life look up at the same time. I feel like you have some luck with career, finances, and a new routine, as well as some type of like restarting moment, whether this be with somebody or be with yourself or both. The universe is going to give you a reset button. You're going to get that wonderful reset button to say, I don't like the way this is going. Let's reset it. Or I feel like something's got to change. I'm getting a little bored. I'm getting a little antsy. I need to figure out ways to find some strength. Reset button. So I feel like this eclipse is giving you a magical reset button, and it looks really nice for you here, Pisces. Just really try to get out of the brain as much as possible, because specifically of things you cannot control. Your zodiac signs in the spread that could be around you or in your chart, you have Pisces, you have Gemini, Taurus, Libra, and Leo. So let's see. Oh, you also have Virgo here and the Sun, Leo. Yeah. Let's see. Your ending oracle, your power position for this weekend and your eclipse is the Cosmos. Creativity and vastness. You know how rare this card is to get? This is such a rare card. It does not come out often at all. So the fact that you're receiving this card, look at that. And there's like a talking, like the moon has like a face on it. Oh my gosh. All right, this is weird. Wow, Pisces with the Cosmos. Literally one of the rarest cards in this deck. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. The Cosmos appears as an ally and never as a challenger. And there are only like 3 cards, maybe even 2 in this deck that do that. and actually maybe even just this card. I'm telling you, this is the most rarest card. Creativity in all forms is represented by the cosmos. This is a sign to place your attention on creative projects. They will be successful. Remember that all of life is creative and you're always co-creating with the divine. The cosmos also represents the principle of infinity and vastness of the energetic exchange of consciousness influencing all living things. This teaches us that every intention we set is, in fact, contagious with the power to influence others. We're entangled at our deepest energetic place, so we can't help but have an effect on others from an individual level to a global one. This is a sign to remind you to open up to the well of creativity deep within you and be mindful of your thoughts and actions. Both are influencing your outer world. Yep. Right here with your outcome. Most important, keep taking action towards your goals as the cosmos responds perfectly to manifest your highest destiny. Expect to be inspired and to meaningfully touch others with all that you create. Beautiful. This is a wonderful weekend eclipse reading here for you, Pisces, especially since this eclipse is in your sign. So stay happy, stay healthy, stay grounded. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. Do not forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't lose my channel. Like this video if you had not already so we connect to more beautiful Pisces just like you. Oh, and you can find my Etsy shop link down below if you would like to shop any of my products and receive a golden 100 that will be going out in any order from now to the end of 2025. All right, Pisces, have a good one. Talk to you soon. Bye now.